I look like this as a teenager due to comparison, comparing myself to other people that I see on social media, in my gym, or elsewhere, right? And if I continue to use comparison as a measurement of success, I would have stayed like this. Now, a huge reason why I didn't stay like that and actually got to this point here just a couple of years later was due to competition, not comparison. I'm going to teach you the difference today. Comparison is finding similarities or dissimilarities between you and someone else. So that's like you starting your fitness journey, looking at a physique like this and asking yourself, why don't I look like that? Why are me and you dissimilar? Whereas competition is a strive to be better, be superior than someone else in the thing that you both really care about, right? And there's a clear difference. And although the explanation, the definition sounds clearly very different, obviously they're so different from each other, but the actual application, the actual feeling of it in real life is super different. And I'm going to help you tell the difference between the two so you can stop doing comparison and start having competition. Comparison is you looking at someone else that is clearly way more fucking jacked than you, way out your league, been training for longer, maybe on substances that you're not, and thinking, why don't I look like them? Why don't I look like them? And the problem with that is because it's unrealistic for you to compare yourself to that person for whatever reason it may be. Steroid use, genetics, training, whatever it may be, right? It's unrealistic for you to compare yourself to that person. But if you go back to competition, this is when you compare yourself, compete, try to beat someone who is close to you, a friend, and at a similar level to you. You see how now all of a sudden, this is a lot more realistic to compete, strive, and try and beat each other at because we're at a similar level rather than me trying to beat someone like Chris Bumstead, who is clearly more jacked than me, clearly so much stronger than me. I'm setting myself up for failure, and that's going to cause me to be demotivated and then quit. Because I've been thinking like an idiot, why am I not as big as Sebum when I've lifted for 2 years? Sebum wasn't as big as Sebum after he lifted for 2 years, right? So it's the difference is it reasonable for you to compare yourself and compete with that person? If it is, it's probably very healthy. We had a similar bench press around here, and that means we would strive to beat each other constantly, and that means our weight shot up. But if I compare my bench press to Chris Bumstead, he'd outlift me by about 100 kilo, and I feel upset and never bench again, right? That's the difference. So start competing, stop comparing. That's the message I want to leave with you today. Find a training partner that you can compete with that is at a similar level and you can strive to be better together. Right? Competition is very healthy. Stop comparing yourself to people on social media, people who are much bigger than you. And you know what? You know what a tip to beat that is? Stop consuming social media bullshit in general. So start competing. Stop comparing. You'll stop feeling shit. You'll start feeling happy about your physique. And I guarantee your numbers will skyrocket.